said, I really think education is the cornerstone of so much else. And I want to frame it first in a way that might be a little bit frightening. And I don't mean to make this fear-based, but I do think it's important we as Americans understand where we are as a country and that informs us as we go forward. There's a group called the Lumina Foundation. The Lumina Foundation has looked at higher education degrees per capita across the industrialized world. We, it would be no surprise, started out as #1, and I just turned 51, so let's take my generation, 51 to 65-year-olds. In that generation, 37% of us have higher education degrees. If you take sort of that next generation after, the 37 to 50-year-olds, 35 to 50-year-olds, it is about 38%, and so we improved actually by a percentage point to the next generation. Here's the bad news. In the next generation, the 25 to 35 to 40-year-olds, we have declined to 35%. We're the first industrialized country in the world that has seen our per capita rate of higher education diplomas fall. Remember my age group, it's around 37, went to 38, down to 35. What's interesting is if you look at things happening in other parts of the world, Japan has over 50% of their kids who are in that generation, 25 to 35-year-olds, who have higher education degrees. Korea is looking at 50%, South Korea. Some of the Scandinavian countries have gone past us and have better than 35%, better than 37%. Likewise, a bunch of European countries, it's the same thing. Ireland, in my generation, Ireland started at 15% and they went to 37% in 2 generations, while we started at 37 and went to 35. We have great reason to be concerned, and if you think about this, 25, 30, 50 years out, the need for us to compete globally, and the need for us to have the intellectual resources, to have the sort of innovation and creativity that has marked America as entrepreneurs and as having the ability to compete globally, we need to think about dramatic reforms in our education system in order for us to be able to ensure that our kids and their kids will compete in a fashion that is American, or the way I think about it in terms of what America is and what's special about it.